Hugo, 2 goals for yourself tonight. You're into the official first round of the playoffs. Complete performance from both yourself and the team. Overall thoughts on that outing?
No, I agree. I think we set the tone right from the start, and we were able to go over them physically and technically as well. I think we deserved it. That goal first half didn't come. Stick together during halftime, just analyze a couple of things, and we scored right away second half, and we kept going on our momentum.
We saw you a lot on both sides of the ball, with and without possession. Was there any different instruction from Greg today to be more involved all around on the pitch?
No, I think my defensive work is pretty high in other games too, so maybe you just noticed it more today.
Joe Chess on Tap Sportsnet. Thanks for the time, Hugo. Brian Gutierrez gets that first goal. He was feeding you over the top a couple times in the first half. To see him play that well in such a big game, what does it do for this squad?
I think we need everybody to perform well and at a high level. I think that's what we saw today. We know Guti's quality, and those balls were just not right enough. Not specifically the ball, but the situation not right enough to score in the first half. And for him to get that first goal, I think got the whole team going. And like I said, we kept going on our momentum.
Hi, Hugo. Liz Jimenez from La Grande 107.9 FM. Congrats. What a great night for you, for the team. Can you tell us about, Greg was telling about the relationship that has with you in a specific, that you are kind of obsessive, working. How is been working with Greg, and how he's been like really positive with that message and that mentally for you to be ready for this kind of games?
Thank you. No, I agree. Greg is like that as well. We like to prepare as much as we can and go into a lot of details. In that sense, I think the preparation for this game wasn't different as for other games. We just try to do our job as well as we can and get these connections between players, and the staff gives us a lot of information and everything we can that can help us on the field.
Greg Berhalter talked to us a few minutes ago about talking about this game and the emotions coming into this game. It seemed like everybody on the pitch, yourself included, were able to manage those in a way that turned into a positive result. Can you just talk about what your feelings and emotions were going into your first playoff game in MLS, and what the discussions were with the group just about managing that in this game into a positive result?
Yeah, I know. Since our result on Saturday, we were fully focused, and I think from the start you felt everybody just going a little bit more into it, and every little guy that won a duel or did something positive got the other one next to him going, and we got that whole vibe during the whole game. Like you said, the emotions were under control. We didn't panic when we didn't get our goal first half. Went with the same intensity second half, and then got rewarded. It's also positive for the team, for the city, for the club that's been working so hard to get that first playoff game, that first win at home. I think is massive.
Hi, Hugo. Kirill Anastasov, Chicago Sports Nation. Congrats on a great performance. Your second goal, we've grown accustomed to seeing that from you. Fine finish. But that first goal, you're someone you're a striker who tracks down every loose ball, going for anything you can get. How good does it feel to force a deflected goal like that? It's not the most highlight reel worthy one, but it's something that must feel good for someone who's always trying to work himself into those situations.
Yeah, I agree. I usually get one a season like that, so it's nice. It's nice that it comes in the playoff game, and it's the second one that puts the team, I think, a little bit more at rest and calm. But no, it's something I've always done, and it's in my game. It's how I've grown as a player as well, and I just try to give that energy to the team.
Hello, Hugo. Adam from LMD Media Group. You could just hear the roaring from the crowd, just being hungry for just playoff soccer to come back, and a playoff win at that. Just from a player standpoint, just how does it feel just bringing that to Chicago and, having to live up to the hype that they wish for?
No, exactly. Right when I signed last year, there was a lot of talk about the city, about the fans being behind us, and I think that's exactly what they did from the first minute. There was a huge atmosphere right from the start of the game, and then when we scored that first one, and they really pushed us. And honestly, I there were only a few moments where I really felt tired because you had so much energy, so much adrenaline, and they really helped us get that win.
Hugo, Alex Campbell from CHGO. You made a big choice, at the start of last year, coming to Chicago, leaving Europe, making this jump. How gratifying is tonight for the journey you're on as a professional, and how do you feel that you've grown as a leader in this team as you've kind of chased those goals that were laid out when you first arrived?
I think the move to MLS from overseas is maybe a little bit underestimated with everything that comes with it, family-wise as well. But it was nice, honestly, last 2-3 days to prepare for a pressure game. I really loved it. I don't think it's a coincidence that it went well tonight, and hopefully we can keep it going into the next couple of games. But on the other side, it's also just another. We didn't win anything tonight. It's great for the city. It's great for the club. We've been working hard, but hopefully it's the first stepping stone for a great end of season.
Hey Hugo, Jim Alexander with Real Talker. You mentioned sort of having to mentally and physically. At what point of the game did you guys know you had that advantage over them? Did you sense that they would maybe struggle with the cold? I mean, I mentioned to Greg that they had all long sleeves and you guys were in shorter sleeves. Some of them had gloves. Did you think that would be a factor too, and that you guys could pile on later on and sort of take him out of this game?
Yes and no. I think those are details we don't pay too much attention to, but we played well twice already against them. The game plan was clear again, and we executed it right from the start. Like I said before, didn't get rewarded first half, but we felt the energy within the team, within each other, next to each other, with the fans, and I think it's just a logic result of a game we dominated.
Hey Hugo, Paul Tenorio from The Athletic. You mentioned a few times kind of what this win could mean for the city and for the fans. I wonder from your perspective what it means internally and externally with the team and with the fans in kind of building belief that positive things are being built here, that this is a team that's turning into a winning program, a winning club.
Exactly. I agree. And when the coach arrived last winter, goals were set out. The first one was reaching a playoff, done. Getting that first win is done as well. So we'll see where we can go. I think it's a huge reward for the team and for the club that's been working really hard. And not only what you guys see on the field, but daily. And I don't know what the future holds, but it's for sure a right step in the right direction.